had some really good conversations. I had some embarrassing moments. Money making, money management, how to make six figures, to relationship talk, to it goes so many different places.
But she ain't never seen the world up. She a wanderer, but she ain't never seen the world up.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Funmi-Layo. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to like this video because it helps other people to see the video, and make sure to subscribe because we have awesome content on this channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Clubhouse app. Yes, you guys, if you guys are watching this video, you probably have already seen about or heard about this app, but it's been dope so far. So I'm just gonna give you my review and my experience with it so far and just my personal thoughts about it. And I would love for you guys to comment down below your thoughts as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I will say about Clubhouse is that it's an invitation only app right now because it's in the beta stage. So basically, in order to even get the app, you have to, number one, be an iPhone user, and then you have to get an invitation from somebody, or you can sign up for the app and you can like be on the wait list. And if somebody who is in your contacts in your phone has Clubhouse, they're gonna receive an alert, right? And so it's up to them whether they're gonna let you in or not. So I'm gonna just let you know that. So if somebody says so it's not necessarily about how many invitations you have. If they have your phone number saved in their phone, they're gonna get an alert when you sign up, and it's up to them to say yes or no. So yeah, let the cat out the bag on that one. Now I'm playing, you probably already know. So yeah, you guys, so from there, and that's how I got in. I signed up on the wait list, and then somebody let me in that I knew. And from there, you can go ahead and you have a bio that you can set up, and you can put your picture there. You can link your Instagram or your Twitter, and then it has the person who nominated you. So basically, when people let you in or when people invite you and you sign up, their name is at the bottom of your profile. So everybody knows that they are the ones that let you in. So it's kind of like an accountability setting in a sense where it's like, if you act up, it's a reflection on them. If they act up, I guess it could kind of be a reflection on you too, now that I think about it. Yeah. So it's kind of like, okay, so-and-so invited you, you know, let me go ahead and behave, because if I act up, it reflects on them. But I guess it just depends on who's inviting you. But yes, you guys, so that is how it's set up. And then in people's bios, they normally have like what they do, what they're on Clubhouse for, their accomplishments, what companies they work with. Because basically the app is for anything really. You're having different conversations in a Clubhouse. So the whole app is a Clubhouse with different rooms. So each room has a different topic. Their topics vary from money making, money management, how to make six figures, to relationship talk, to demon time. Yeah, it goes so many different places. I was trying to say the last part without laughing, but yeah. So it goes so many different places, and it just has so many different types of room. You can meet so many different people. If you're African, you can meet a whole bunch of Africans. Like probably if you're from other demographics, you can meet those too. Like it's just whole bunch of different communities on the apps, and there are different clubs like within Clubhouse. So Clubhouse is like the main thing. So like there are different clubs that host different rooms, or you yourself can just host a room. You don't have to have a club to host a room, but if somebody is a member of a club, if you choose to join a club, then you're gonna get notifications about the different rooms that they have, and that's just a good way to know which rooms you want to attend. So if it seems like a club where you're liking what they seem to be about, then you would just follow them and become a member of that club. And then when they host rooms, you can always know about it. But that's one thing to keep in mind. But also, like when you follow people, so the algorithm, the way it works is, to my understanding, it's who you follow. So the rooms that you see are not going to be the same rooms that I see, because we follow different people. So the different people you follow create the rooms that you see. So things that different people are interested, the rooms that different people occupy will kind of determine, from what I understand, again, the types of rooms that will end up showing up for you. So it's like, I guess the person's demographic determines what rooms show for you, the type of people that you follow. I guess, I don't know, but that's what I've heard so far. So my rooms vary because I follow all different types of people. Majority of the people I follow, I don't know who they are. You know what I mean? But they're just famous people who like famous people who I want to hear talk. I want to see what they had to say. So my rooms vary. Like I have all types of room in mine. In mine, just like the rooms that I mentioned, they show up for me. So it's like, oh, okay, well, yeah. Because I follow so many different types of people. But yes, you guys. And one thing to also note is that with the Clubhouse rooms, the title is not always what it's about, right? So like the title could be Demon Time, right? But you could end up talking maybe they do discuss some like, some spicy topics in there, but you could end up talking about so much more. I say from personal experience, like, there's spicy topics that I discuss in those rooms, but then it also like, in one of those rooms, I ended up tearing up because it just became a therapy session. It was wild. It was wild. Like, it was so good. We were all like, wow, like everybody's just taking a breath because it just came out of nowhere. The way the conversation shifts, certain rooms are more moderated than others. The rooms can shift to different topics depending on whether the moderator will allow people to just free flow with the conversation. So in these rooms where there are different topics, there are speakers and then there's an audience. And then in the audience, they're like the audience of people that are followed by the speakers, and they're at the top, and then the others in the audience are at the bottom, right? And then you have the speakers at the top, and they can pull people from the audience, or you can raise your hand and say you want to talk, and they'll determine whether they want to let you up. And the people who are the speakers, they don't all get to determine whether you can talk or not. It's the moderators. So if you have the green bean is what everybody calls it or whatever. If you have the green bean, you can pull people up from the crowd or you can drop them down, and you can also make people moderators. And the moderators, they can mute your mic and as well as, put people on, take people off or whatever. And then there's also a term like the gulag or whatever, or the gulag, I don't know, whatever they say, which is the audience, like when they want to push somebody down to audience or whatever. But yes, y'all, but like the conversations, they can really vary in the different rooms. There are different types of people, a lot of people giving out a lot of value, a lot of different information. Some people say like people are faking, or you know what I mean, but I don't know anybody to know who could be faking. So I can't tell y'all that. To me, the rooms that I have been in, I feel like everybody has offered value. As to whether they are who they say they are and whether they've accomplished what they say they have accomplished, I don't know. I'm not fact checking. I'm just looking at what are you providing? Are you providing value? Okay, bet. Let me write it down. Simple. You feel me? But I do understand what people are saying, because it's like, you don't want to just be taking advice from just anybody or just everybody. So I get what people are saying, but I don't know, because I have heard people saying that certain people are faking, but I don't know who these people are. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, you can see like, you can hear all different types of conversations, and you see all different types of people on there, like celebrities, like rappers, singers, entertainers, A&R, millionaires. I don't think I've seen any billionaires on there, but like millionaires, different business owners, YouTubers, like it's just everybody. I feel like everybody so far is on there, and a lot of people, just a lot of different types of people. And you can even like, who was I even thinking about? I don't know, but you can have conversations with these people too, depending on what room you're in. If they pull you up to speak or not, you can actually talk to them. And so far, I will be honest and say like, there are people I talk to that I would never in a million years have thought I'd be able to talk to or get advice from. So I just been like, wow, that's wild. Like, that's really crazy. So the app honestly has been invaluable thus far for me, because I'm in all types of rooms, and it feeds every different part. For me, I'm on there for like networking, for just a good time, dope conversation, and to learn. A lot of YouTube advice on there. So like, if you're a YouTuber, I would advise you try and get on the app, because there's a lot of game being dropped on there to me. But again, there's game on YouTube too. There's free game is everywhere, to be honest. It's just up to you whether you want to get it and to learn from it. But I feel like the difference on the app is that you can actually communicate with the person and learn in a different way. It's almost like a classroom. Sometimes I'll just be in the rooms, I won't even raise my hand and talk, like I'm just taking notes and listening to what people are saying. Like it's like where professors will have like their open rooms or whatever, I can't remember what it's called, or their office hours, where professors will have office hours and you'll just be in the room, and then different people will be asking the professor questions. Yeah, that's how it feels like to me, depending on which professor you have or what class it is. But it feels that way to me, and I'm just trying to like soak in everything and like, okay, yeah, I might have heard this before, but maybe being in Clubhouse, hearing it in a different type of way, it resonates with me more. So it's that type of scenario. And I've loved it. I'm not gonna lie, I've really loved it so far. And you really get to see different sides of people. I will say that you get to see different sides of people, and you get to see how people act when they're on the spot, you feel me? And depending on the room it is, some rooms again are more moderated than others. And when I say that, I mean like certain moderators, like they not playing, you know, you get kicked off with a quickness. But and that would be moved to the audience. But like, you know, just different people like getting questioned and like how they react, and just different people just showing different parts of themselves and having different conversations, and like, you know, like they're actors on there, producers, there were auditions. Like I literally just I had an audition. What was it? Was it Friday or Thursday? I just auditioned for something, and it's just like, wow, like how freaking dope is this? I'm so mad. They had the Lion King on there. I missed that one, so it's a bummer. But yeah, like, so they're even doing like full productions on there as well. So y'all, yeah, I would recommend the app. Absolutely. It is addicting. I will say it's like my third week, I want to say. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of been on it all day, every day, because it's just so easy to do it and do other things, because it's like a podcast, you know? So it's like, obviously I'm working and stuff too, but I'm saying like other times, sometimes I just, you know, I just have it on. And I'm just soaking in whatever they're saying when I can. Like sometimes I want to be in rooms where I can talk. Sometimes I just want to be in a room just to listen. So like the room sizes vary. There could be thousands of people in a room, or there can be like 2 people in a room. You know what I mean? So it varies. You just have to scroll down. If you want to see more rooms, you got to follow more people. But yeah, like it's been dope for me so far. I've been listening a lot to it in the background while I do other stuff, and it's been super helpful, like business wise, just because like taking in some advice from different people and learning some different things that I just never knew and I had never even heard of in YouTube videos from different people, and just having conversations or listening to conversations while I edit or do work do personal work, or you know, it's been good. And I feel like it's gonna be interesting though, because the thing with this app though is like, I feel like it's so easy to get caught up. Because you could end up having such a great conversation that you forget, like people could be recording you, you know? So it's always that chance there. And I've seen like people have recorded certain conversations on there. You're not supposed to do that. I think now they have an alert set up, so if somebody's recording, you'll know. But like, I feel like people are still finding ways around it. But you know, it's easy to get caught up in that way. It's also easy to get caught up in the sense that we're not used to having access to certain people. This app makes a lot of people very accessible. Okay, I'll put it like that. Like, it makes so many people very accessible within reason. Obviously, you still don't know the person, but you have more access to them than you typically would. You know, you would, again, people you would never think to have conversations with, like freaking what's Shark Tank, Damon something. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't talk to him, but I was in rooms that he was in, and I just like, you know what I mean? Like, wow, what if I raise my hand? You know what I mean? I'm so annoying. I keep on saying, you know what I mean? Please, I'm sorry, guys. But it's just crazy. But I feel like with that access and seeing people in a different light that you might not be used to seeing them, and seeing them have free-flowing conversations with each other, like the rappers, they just be talking to each other, you know, and just really talking, like they're really having real conversations. And I feel like it can affect people's perception of people, because they're not used to knowing you in this way. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of times with a lot of our apps like Instagram or YouTube, I can shut this off, you know, I can shut it off, and you're not actually responding to me in person. Like, okay, maybe on a live you can respond to me, but you're responding to me via like typing, or maybe okay, on IG Live, only one person at a time, but you're in rooms where multiple people are having multiple conversations with you, so you're really getting to see different sides of a person. And so I can easily see how a conversation could come up, and it has actually come up where people will now be like, oh, I don't like how so-and-so handled this, I don't like them no more. So I feel like it could be a catch you know, it could be a catch with that. It could get really interesting with that. And then also in the sense that like a lot of people that we follow that we like, they're not a lot of those people, it doesn't mean that we would actually mesh with them, you feel me? And with the accessibility of the app, instead of just liking somebody now who seems like a faraway figure, you now have the opportunity to like have conversation with them and kind of like see how you would mesh with them, even though you might know in your mind when you like them that, you know, they don't really seem like somebody you might necessarily mesh with. But when you actually have that opportunity and maybe you guys just don't mesh, then, you know, you might not like the person the same way. Because sometimes the farther removed somebody is from us, it's easier to really view the full scope of them, like see them more so as a dynamic character versus view them from our personal experiences with them, right? Because it's like in the movie, the characters show growth, you know? But now it's, instead of them being characters, it's now like real life people who you can have interactions with that could shape your perceptions of them. So yeah, and people have bad days, people have good days, and people just have different opinions. So it's interesting, y'all. You know, I could definitely see how it can be a pro and con for certain people, but it's definitely a dope way to interact with people. I've had amazing conversations. I won't even hold you. I had some really good conversations. I had some embarrassing moments. I've had some just like, you know, just dope experiences so far on the app. That's why I keep getting on. You feel me? Like, just can't get off. But yes, you guys, definitely check it out and let me know what you think. Sometimes it could even get a little tense too in the rooms. It can get a little tense. Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting app. Very entertaining. Let me know what your thoughts on the app are. Let me know what your experience has been. Positive, negative, a mixture, and if so, why? But yeah, so far I like it, but I'm curious to see what it is, because right now it's in its beta version. To my understanding, but when it becomes big and everybody can just enter, I wonder how it's gonna change. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder whether people are still gonna be as accessible or like how it's gonna go. But yeah, y'all, that's my opinion. Those are my thoughts on the Clubhouse app. If you use it, let me know down below. Let me know what other videos you want me to make, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.